All right. So the situation is that, I have to deliver it so soon that I actually don't have time to go for actual footages. So what I'll do is I'll try and utilize Adobe's stock and then see as to what type of content and how fast I can achieve or complete this project and deliver it on time. With that said, how many times has it happened with you guys that you had a different timeline for your project, but you had to deliver it soon, or you had a specific deadline, but that's so close and you are nowhere close to completion? I'm sure that would have happened with every one of you. So, what are the day-to-day challenges that you experience as UI, UX designers? I see Manisha's responses, which is every day. Yes, Manish. I completely agree with you. So how many times, um, have you utilized platforms like Stock or any other stock platform like Stock like platform? Have you utilized any of it for faster completion of your projects? All right. Yes, no, maybe. Perfect. Thank you. So today I'll be doing an exact same thing. So I need a couple of I need two videos for the first and the fifth artboard, and then I need a couple of images here for my chef's menu, for the introductory menu. And then I want all my pages to be very visually connecting with the people. So I will try and add images wherever I can. And then this is the touch platform. Then I also haven't had the time, to design the icons for my menu. So I have got the menu umbrellas ready, which is discover, orders, favorites, and message. But I haven't really had the time to create them. So I will try and find if I can find some icons and then some caricatures or something to, amp up my designs. So yeah, pretty much that I would be looking at. And let's see how can stock help me. So I have the stock website open in front of me, which is stock.adobe.com. For those people who are not familiar with stock, stock is basically a collection of more than 300 million plus assets which include photos, illustrations, vectors, videos. Our most recent additions are audios and 3Ds. As designers, the designers that I speak to and day in and day out, I have encountered this fear that that they start from a it's very difficult to start from a blank slate. So we do have ready-made templates for all our applications like Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, which can be directly open, and you never have to start from a blank slate. Then we've got free content, which we would be looking at today. And then we've got premium content, which is utilized for it is basically utilized for when you need extra quality, that extra extravagance to your design. So I think premium content for that. And then 3D is a trend, 3D and animation, a trend, and that is here to stay. So I think for that we've got 3D accommodated as well. So let's get to the free tab first and start with our search for the application. So what I wanted was videos. Like I said, I need two videos. So I will type in, what should I think I wanted people cooking or chefs cooking. So I will just type in cooking under the. So I have all these cooking videos in front of me. But there's a lot of buzz that I need to find my content faster. It's really difficult for me to navigate through it. So we've got a list of AI powered filters, and that can really ease your search. So firstly, because it's my application and applications are for mobile phones, so I want my video to be in a vertical format, like a portrait format, not a landscape one. So immediately I click on this filter and my search is eased. So You can create a library in stock, which would be easily accessible from all your applications. For those of you who have used Creative Cloud, all applications already, you know that we've got a very strong connection and interoperability between all the applications where you can access CC libraries from each one of them. So you go to My Libraries and you can click on View All, where you'll see the list of all your libraries, and you can create one here. I've already created one for us today, which is Talk for UI UX designers. So everything that I save today will go to that library. Back to my videos. So I really like this one where the chef is actually navigating through the iPad, basically receiving orders through the application. So that's my idea behind choosing this. It's already licensed, so don't need not license it. So I'll quickly save it to my library. And on the top right, you will be seeing an option. So basically, like I said, whenever I speak to designers, they say that a part of uh, creating the project is that, to get the right images, the right quality of them, and to put them in all in one position, because the requirements keep changing every now and then, and to replace it on the basis of that, you have to be up to speed with this. So couple of saves here. I like this too. I will save it here. And this would be, I think this is another one that I might like. Let's save this as well. Just click on the license button, continue, and then click to save library. And if there's a particular video, like I really like this one, so I can, if I want something similar to that, I can click on a filter, which is find similar, which will help me find similar content to this. And you see, immediately, instantaneously, I really like this one where my chefs are actually cooking. So I clicked on save to library. And this one too, it's an excellent video. And then, yes, I think I have enough. I just needed two, but I've had, I kept an extra buffer. Now let's get to the photos part of it, which is I need images of chef, right? So chef is a very common word, and I'll just type it in and I'll see the list of images. Excellent images again. Get to my filters. But now there's so many cooking applications, and if not cooking applications, there's many food delivery applications that are already in the market, and people who are using Adobe Stock already, or maybe any other competitive product, they can easily type in this simple keyword and they'll get the exact same images. But I also have to keep in mind that I have to keep my content unique. It cannot be, coinciding with the images which another application uses. So for that, we've got a filter called undiscovered content, which will give you access to images and videos and assets which have never been utilized by anyone, and you would be the first people to utilize that. So I've got these images for chefs where nobody has utilized these images, and I can, I think, choose this one. This is a premium image. Okay, this one looks good. A pinch of Indianism in it as well. So I click on license and save it to my library. The minute I license it, it automatically gets saved to my default library. You see, saving to stock for UI UX designer. In the interest of time, I have already saved a couple of chef images. The next thing that we needed was icons. Now you'd be like, Vidushi, I've got a certain pattern to my applications. Like you can see there's an orange theme that has come up for my application. And I would need icons which are orange. How will stock help me find that? So you don't have to worry about that. I just pick this color, and the minute I go, I get the code for this color. And on stock, we do have this AI powered filter, which can help me find things with this color. But right now I don't want the images to be orange. Like immediately when I chose this color, everything that is on in front of me turned orange and gave me results in respect to that color. So very simplified search for me in that case. So I click on icons, and the minute I click icons, so I don't need images of icons. I need vectors, and preferably editable vectors, which I can possibly give a 3D impact to. So this is for business. I will uncheck undiscovered content because icons can be utilized. So this is excellent. The first one, I will save it to my library. Let's see a couple of them. So you see how many options do I have? And if I like something, I can find similar on the basis of it. So this is how fast my search can be. Followed by I'm looking for some caricatures, which, where I've got a certain section in my application where I have to refer, where I have that option of referring people and earning coins. So I'm looking for some people talking out there. So I'll just this time I don't want photos or vectors, but I'm looking for illustrations of people talking. And one filter which will help me, I don't want any background to them because I need to paste it on something which I have in my application. So I'll quickly go ahead and click transparent. And let's see if I have, let's remove the orange color. More the filters, briefer your search would be. So this is something I like. This is sort of a depiction of referrals. Let's find something more. See, all of these backgrounds, there are no backgrounds to these images, right? So this also is a very relevant image for my referral. So I don't literally have to go through the hassle of removing backgrounds from illustrations. All I have to do is I'll quickly just choose the transparent background option, and I can go ahead and quickly. One thing which I did not search in my images was meals, and when I type in meals, I will get a couple of options. Don't want illustrations. I want only photos. I don't want transparent background here. I can have all sorts of backgrounds. So I get a couple of images here. But you see, I mean, I might like an image, but I won't want people in that image. So what I'll do is I'll click on I'm sorry, wrong filter clicked. So we've got one filter which is for people. So I'll just click on exclude people. So all my images will exclude people and it'll only have food in it because that's what I want. You see, all the options which had people have now vanished. So now I've created a good library for myself, and I had some saved while I was preparing for this session as well. And let's see how we put it to use. But before that, the videos that I've downloaded from stock need to be converted into MP4 format. So I'll get to Premiere Pro. And go to new project. This was the video. Let's quickly find. So this is one video. And I will export it. So in the interest of time, I've already downloaded these videos and exported them. From Adobe Stock, I've exported them to MP4 format and I've got them stored. So let's get to XD and let's go to a place where I would want. So this is my artboard. So initially, this is my welcome screen. Now you see how different it becomes when so I get to my artboard. And I need it at the top of the rectangle, get to my libraries. And this is the list of libraries that I have on stock and shared amongst all my Creative Cloud applications. So I quickly go to stock for UI UX designers. And for videos, actually, I will have to go to file import. and the rest of it I can go from here. So this is my first video, which I had downloaded from Adobe stock. And I adjust it to my screen size. Pretty good here. More resizing not required. Go to my layers, place the logo above the sequence, and this is how my welcome screen changes now. I will set the video to play automatically, loop on playback, and quickly play here. So you see how from a blank gray space, addition of a video, what an impact that made there. Now, another place where I wanted my video to be was on the sign-in screen. And I have another video from stock, which I will place. And which is this one. I need it to be a little more smaller. And I need it to be above, below everything else. So I have my logo here, my text here. I can reduce the opacity a little bit for the text to shine. The opacity slightly lower and play automatically, loop on playback. And now this is how it will be. So I really am impressed when I see moving objects, because our brain processes videos, images faster than it actually does text. So for me, it makes the application really intuitive to have a video or an image in place of simple text. So now let's get to the images part of it. So now is the time we access our stock library. Now this is stock for UI UX designers, and I've got a couple of images here. So let's start with this chef's image. Then I simply drag and drop it here. Go to my layers panel, place it above. And a perfect fit for my personal chefs close to you. Then I have next picture that I have to bring in. You see how fast that is happening. All I had to do is spend some time creating a library on Adobe Stock. And now I'm able to access that within Adobe XD. And then I go to my library. The next is I'm choosing my meal. So let's see if how does this option work for this. I think this is good. Go to my layers panel. Image brighten up instantaneously. A perfect fit here. Another image of a chef needed here. And go to my libraries panel. And for example, if from within the application as well, if I need something similar to the chef that I had already used in my first artboard. So I have a filter here. I would go to photos and something similar, maybe the hands folded or something that is there. Or you'll be able to find. As of now, I've got sufficient in my library. Let's try and put this one. So in some good minutes, the interface of my application changed completely from gray spaces. It's now actually videos and images. And now what we have here is, if I want certain images to be added here, I can go ahead and do that as well. So I have certain images. Let's see if I can utilize some of them. So this is my login screen or let's try and put. It's not, I will just let's do it in this screen. Okay, let me make some adjustments here. Go to my list panel, have it here, and then and then you see how the interface automatically change, and because this is very loud and the color of my icon is going down, I will quickly go ahead and bring down the opacity, and the login screen, from white screen it completely changes to something which how I like it to be. Now let's get to the icons part of it. We had the application, we had the file already downloaded, and I have it open in Illustrator already. You see the stock for UI UX designer library is already open. So let's see in XD as to what all icons do I need, and then we'll do a short listing from there. So I need discover, I need orders, I need favorites, message, and profile. So like I said, I'm truly fascinated by animations in 3Ds. So I will give it a 3D effect also. So this is an editable file that I downloaded from Adobe stock. And let's see, I think discover profile. I think this is a perfect icon for profile. So let's go ahead and select this one. I'll go to the 3D panel in Adobe Illustrator, inflate it a bit, increase the depth, and then just simply copy this design and bring it to XD. And I have the icon right here for my profile. And then go back to, then I need something for my messages. This is again an apt image. Select, inflate, increase the depth a little bit. You can make more changes here. Just for the depiction of it, I'm making it fast and quick. Go to Illustrator and from Illustrator to XD, I've got another icon. Then we've got one for discover. You might not find it apt, but for some reason I find this arrow extremely apt for my illustrate for discover. So inflate it again, increase the depth a bit, copy it, bring to XD, select, paste. A repetitive process. We've got orders and favorites left. So I think for favorites, we will keep it to the heart. And then we will quickly go here, copy it, paste it. And then go to Illustrator again. The one that we're left with, okay, I'm sorry, I missed it. Orders. Let's see what we can find for orders. Okay, this bag is good for orders. Like I said, 3D and animation is something that I really like on application. Whenever I go to Swiggy and those icons that I see there, I mean, I really find it very interesting. And whichever application is 3D into it, I am really attracted to it. So yes, which is one factor that you are currently liking, or which is the one trend in the UX UI design world that you people are liking? Post it in the chat while I paste my last icon. So this is my bottom menu bar, which is ready. And in the application prototype, it will look like this. Pretty good. I like it. So people, what is the one industry trend that you're currently hooked up to? Please post your answers in the chat box. Looking forward to them. Am I audible on the other end? Lines getting blurred. Okay, so Manish, I was talking about, for example, if you go to any application and maybe like you talked about, what is your favorite part of an application? The ease, the user journey, how you can easily navigate through it. But I showed you that initially that I've placed a video. So certain applications have simple screens, or you would have seen certain loading animations, or maybe a celebration, confetti going on when you have placed your order on Swiggy and Zomato, if you have seen something like that. So those are components, micro interactions that UI UX designers are using a lot. So which one current trend that you that is there that you like when it comes to UI UX design or interface design or visual design or graphic designing? Something that you like and something that you'd like to. Okay, minimal and flat color, absolutely in it. Minimalism, less is more. That is, I think that is going to be a trend forever. I mean, I feel. Any more answers, people? No worries. All right. Okay, Vaibhav, we've got applications with 3D face animation. Thank you for reminding me that. I would want to use something like that in my application as well. But unfortunately, when I was creating my library, I actually forgot to download something like that. So this is my track your order page. And above this more, maybe I would want to have, a 3D something, a person with some scooter. Let's see if I'm able to find that. So from within your library also, you can click on the drop down, you can search your current library. Generally, that is the default option. But you can also search Adobe Stock directly. And let's see, man on a scooter. Not the best keywords, but let's see if I can use them. So I don't need images. I need illustrations or vectors. Yeah, this is pretty much what I like. More of these kinds. Yeah, this is something I'm really liking. I will add this to my library. This is like has got an orangish. Oh man, how many times did I click it? Okay, so orangish tint to it, and I would like it here. So let me go ahead and put a placeholder here for the box, and then remove the border, and I'll copy the same thing over here and then place it here. So I can use it here also. I can use it on this track that I've created. Also on this, the micro interactions. Is there, Varun, is there videos available in Adobe Stock in India? Do you mean localized content? As in personalized content which has Indian characters? Is that your question, Varun? Okay, so like I said, the micro interactions, Manish, that I was talking about was this. So this is kind of animation that actually amp ups, or gives a visual satisfaction to the customer, a visual emotion added to your statistics, I would say. Now, I was talking about that caricature that we downloaded, the vector. So I would want to place it here of people talking. I have it saved in my library. Let's put in a placeholder here and referral. One more images, I think. This one was the one. Let's reduce the size to a little bit. And let's remove the border. I thought this was transparent. Okay, then in that case, we need to get this off. Try to put other 3D. I'm sorry, I did not get you, Keor. Could you elaborate, please? Varun and Keor, I did not get your questions. So if you'd be able to, I mean, only Adobe Photoshop prices used to provide in the Indian channel list. I am confident, Varun, that we have got plans that include both photos and videos, honestly. And if in a certain plan for a customer, they don't have videos included, then we've got credit packs with the help of which customers can purchase videos. So credit packs is one option for customers who don't have video included in their plan. Okay, where are we with this? This is something we don't get the prices. Okay, I'll show you on Adobe Stock's website, Varun, exactly how. So for example, if you go to the video section, right? Let's see if I'm searching for anything random. Icons, furniture, let's say for a fact. So these are these videos, right? So for every video, there's a price. It's an on-demand price, and this is the value that you will be able to see with whichever video you want to download, and you can pay directly. You also have to have the option to pay with credits. Like, honestly, not the best person to communicate about prices when it comes to the applications or the subscriptions, but I can definitely put you in touch with someone who can do that. But as far as plans and pricings are considered, so this is the credit packs that you have. Certain videos can be purchased for credits, something like that. Okay, does that answer your question, Varun? We've got videos and photos from local artists. Shrikant, for example, if I search for a chef, we've got a filter called local artists. So those are images which have been clicked by artists or contributors from the local region. So if I check this filter out, you will get localized images from localized artists. All right, Lauren, thank you for the heads up. All right, people, so this is how I utilized Adobe Stock and the capabilities of Adobe Stock to complete my application. And thankfully, I will be able to deliver it on time. Even I do have time for iterations as well. So even if it's 5 days from now, I can send it to my stakeholders and they can review it and send it back to me and I can make the changes. So with the help of Adobe Stock, I was able to complete my application on time. Can we get PNG from stock. Absolutely, yes. You've got all sorts of formats for, I would say, even you can get it, you can directly open images in the application itself. So for example, if I go to stock again, and this is the image that I'm talking about. So this is available in JPEG. There's several that will be available in PNG format as well. And you can also directly open this in application. See all of these applications. And if there's an image which is in JPEG format and you need it in PNG, you can open in one of our applications and convert it to PNG. All right. So I did show you the application in the beginning, people, and now it's a complete application. PNG in XD. I have to find an image first, which is a PNG format. Give me a second, please. Let me quickly try and find one image for you, and then I will present again. We should have some. Give me a minute, please. So I am on the application. I've created another art book. Prince, see if you are somebody who's a freelancer and who's just doing small projects where the requirement is not that much or not at scale. You don't have to produce content at scale, and the use of it is less, then you can prefer credit packs. I would say subscription is more for that you need images and videos or assets that are available every now and then. I found this one image, Keyur in this is what you were talking about as to how we can import that. Where they can check what type of images and videos are available. So under subscription plans, you get all sorts of images and videos. So at the time when you're purchasing it, it's for premium and certain enhanced licenses that you need, you need to pay extra credits or some money. But I think at the time when you're purchasing it, let me see if I can open the plans and purchasing to give you an idea about it. Mm-mm. Let me try a different because maybe I'm already logged in. So that is why it's giving me prices for credit plan because I'm already a subscriber. All right, so let's see. When you go to plans and pricings, you would see this is the credit packs, this is the subscription. So it says 10 standard assets a month. What is included is mentioned here. If you opt for this plan, these are the type of commitments that are there: 25 standard assets or 3 HD videos. And this is the type that you have mentioned here. So this is where they can find. Can we add, can we have PSD files in Adobe Stock? Yes, Vivek, very, very interesting. And thank you for asking that question. I think I missed the questions. So we've got templates here, okay? So templates are, as designers, we don't want to start from a blank slate. So we've got this templates available. These are PSD file formats which you can directly open. You see? So it's, don't you think the price is higher than the other? Well, Kior, the kind of um, assets that we have, the quality that we have, and you saw me, the ease with we propose, the ease with which you can find your assets, the quality content out there. I think it is commendable, and the interoperability that it has with Adobe applications, the ease with which you can access the content that you now see, and you can license it from within the application also. You literally don't have to come back to stocks. We've got motion graphic templates, which can be opened in After Effects and Premiere Pro. Shrikant. George, what are the usage restrictions and differences for Adobe Stock subscription when purchasing through Pro for Teams and Pro for Enterprise SKUs? Okay, so basically, with Enterprise, you get extended licenses. Extended licenses can be used for merchandising, whereas the license that you get with Pro is enhanced, which cannot be utilized for merchandising. That's the only major difference, George. I hope that answers the question. Thank you, Daraksha, for taking that one. So we've got just 3 minutes left in the meeting. People, any more questions on the session itself? I know a lot around pricing and plans, but any questions on the, I couldn't really show you the application amidst the questions, so. We've got 3D models that are available, Vivek, in so under the 3D assets panel, you have search, we've got lights, materials. So the answer is yes. Trademark. No worries, Vivek. All right, so any more questions, people? I mean, feel free to connect with us after the session as well. We'd be happy to take your logos is something which is not for that you can't have. How can we get this recording? There's a feedback form that you need to fill, and if you fill that, then you get the recording. Let me share the feedback form here. People, it would be really kind of you if you could share your feedback. That will. Last I felt I didn't get the. Sundar Ramana, we do take time to process it because it gets uploaded to our internal channel. From there, we get it and we upload it. But we'll definitely share the recording for the last one and this session with you shortly. Okay. Thank you so much for pointing that out. So here's the feedback form. Would appreciate your feedback. It's only for making the sessions better for you to and produce better quality content. We appreciate your time for joining this session and taking out time for this. Grateful to each one of you, and thank you for making this session so interactive for with all your questions. Thank you, Vaibhav. Ankush, you will hear things about it if anything happens in the future. Honestly, we can't comment upon that. All right. So it's 5:01 already, 1 minute up. Again, a request from each one of you to fill the feedback form. We've got a bundle of sessions lined up for you guys, and we definitely look forward each one of you joining those sessions. This is for you guys, and please make the most use of it. And we'd be happy to take any feedback. You have the feedback form right in front of you, and we would come with improved results in the future. With that said, I close the session. Thank you all again for joining. Bye-bye. Thank you, Varun. Thank you, Ronak. Thank you, Gaurav. Thank Tilanka. Thank Tarakesh.